This conference will now be
Hi
recorded.
all, good morning. Before I start the demo, let me introduce myself. I have overall almost more than 15 years of experience, almost 16 to 17 years of experience. I started my career with ABAP, okay. Then I moved to SAP UI5, and then I worked on various implementation projects on S4 HANA. I worked on RAP, CAPM, Node.js, integration suite, SAP build, process automation, build work zone, and various services in BTP, okay. And also worked on various implementation projects on S4 HANA, okay, and also working on the SAP JOULE, Gen AI topics also. I'm currently working on those things. So this is my experience. Not only this, I'm working on the even Azure side also. I worked on various Azure services also. I'm working. So this is my experience. And coming to the training from past 10 years. Okay, I'm giving training on various topics like BTP, CAPM, SAP UFI, RAP, SAP integration suite, Node.js, JavaScript, Fiori elements, S4 on an app and side-by-side extensions, ABAP, ODATA. So lot of topics I'm giving different trainings I'm giving. Okay, so that is my training experience. Now more than 10 years I'm giving training on various topics. So that is my training experience. Now coming back to the our demo, let us get into the SAP integration suite. Okay, so let us discuss about agenda. Okay, so what are the topics which I'll be covering in this today? Okay, so even I will add one, just forgot to add one use case demo in use case demo. Okay, in SAP integration suite in BTP. I will explain even one demo also I'll give. Okay, so first thing is, okay, so let us what exactly I want to write today. We will be exploring a SAP integration suite, okay, which is nothing but a service in the BTP. Okay, by end of the session, what we are going to understand is that key capabilities of the SAP integration suite and how messages are processed and how it connects systems through cloud as well as on-premises landscape. So that is what which we are going to understand. After end of this training, this is what we will understand. Everyone will understand. Okay. So now in every large organizations, we already know that there are very large organizations. Okay. So what will happen? Okay, every company will use a different software systems, one for HR like success factors, and one for finance S4 HANA or ECC, or one for sales maybe Salesforce, or one for procurement like Ariba, and so on. Correct. These systems do not naturally talk to each other. They were built by different companies, use different data formats, and run on different platforms. Yes or no? In any organization this is will come into the picture. Correct. Okay, so integration means making the systems communicate, sending data from one to another automatically without someone manually copying informations. Okay, you have a different systems. Okay, and you need to communicate the systems. Means you need to communicate data from one system to another system, which has to be done very automatically without someone manually copying informations. So now SAP BTP is a SAP cloud platform where various services we have in BTP. Like for example, let us think of a BTP as a mall, shopping mall, where SAP offers many services, and integration suite is one of the important shops in that mall. Clear? Anything? Any questions, guys? Is it understood, guys? You guys understood what I'm talking about?
Yes, understood.
Sorry, come again. You guys are understanding, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, yeah, yes.
Okay, correct. So this is how now. Now that is the integration suite is one of the service which is available in BTP, where we can use a service, we can connect one system to another system, we can send the data to one system to another system. That is the integration suite will help us to achieve. Now agenda. Okay, so what is integration suite? The what and why, what problem that integration to solve, we are going to discuss. Okay, seamless integrations. Yes, how it connects different apps and automates the workflows, that we are going to discuss with the seamless application data and process integrations. So pre-built content, instead of we developing, there are already ready-made templates which SAP integration will be giving to us. So there is nothing we can develop, not required to develop from the scratch. What are those pre-built integration content? And enterprise grade capabilities. Why it is reliable enough for enterprise use, that we are going to discuss. Okay, flexible deployment. Okay, where it runs in cloud or on premises or in both. What are that options we are going to discuss? So cloud integrations. One integrate to one, we have one cloud, you have another cloud, you want to integrate how the data is actually processed and converted, that we are going to discuss. Okay, open connectors. SAP integration suite is providing us open connectors, where instead of you connecting and building, you can use the SAP integration suite open connectors service inside this, and you can just plug and play connectors from non-SAP systems. What are that? That we are going to discuss. Okay, standard deployment in the cloud, the total technical architecture, how it is, how we are going to deploy that. Anyway, we are going to see in use case. So what are the different connectivity options? What are different types of adapters are there? Connectors are available in integration suite, that we are going to discuss. Then integration capabilities. Okay, we'll see how are the integration capabilities, and we will see step by step journey of the messages. So what is content modifier? It's a powerful. Okay, no code is required for changing message data. What is that? We are going to discuss. And one use case demo, we are going to go to the integration suite service, and we are going to consume a third party API, and we are going to send the data. So this is the agenda of the topics which I will be covering in another 1 hour. Is it clear? Any questions?
Bobby, one question.
Yeah, please.
So PPI comes under BTP?
No, PI PO is a on premises. It will not come under BTP. The advance of PI PO is a SAP integration suite.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Any more? Yeah. Any more questions before I get into the next slide? No. Perfect. Now, what is SAP integration tools? So let us start with the basics. What exactly is SAP integration suite? So SAP integration suite, okay, is an enterprise grade integration platform as a service. What does that means? I pass, right? Where I stands for the integration, means connecting systems together. Okay, P stands for the platform, a software environment where you build and run things. And as as a service, it runs in the cloud. SAP manages the servers, you just use it. That is what iPaaS means. Okay, so iPaaS, a cloud-based platform for building integrations. You don't require to install anything on your laptop. You open a web browser, log in, and start building. That is called SAP integration. Why it is called it as iPaaS is it runs on the cloud. Open in a browser, log in, and start building it. It runs on the cloud, a cloud-based platform for building integrations. Is it clear? Now understood what is iPaaS? So this is iPaaS offered by the SAP BTP. Okay, it enables organization to connect, integrate, and orchestrate applications, data, and business process across SAP and non-SAP systems, both within the enterprise and with external partners. So here, connect means you are establishing a link between two systems, plug in a cable. Okay, integrate means make data flow between them like water flowing through the cable. Okay, orchestrate means okay, coordinate complex multi-step process across many systems, like a conductor directing an orchestra. Okay, okay. So to make it in the right way, the data has to flow. That is what this orchestra will take care of. Any questions? Is it clear, guys? You guys are understanding, right? Any questions? So now what is hybrid? It is designed to support hybrid landscape, meaning it works seamlessly across cloud, on-premises and third-party systems. So what is hybrid landscape means? See, some systems run in the cloud on servers managed by SAP, like Microsoft, Amazon, etc. Some run on-premises on servers physically located in your own data centers. So this hybrid landscape is when you have both, which is reality almost every large enterprise organizations, especially all your on SAP systems are on-premises system. Some and you have other applications which are sitting in the cloud or in sitting in other environments. So this hybrid landscape is when you have both, which is reality for almost every large organizations. So SAP integration suite handles both seamlessly. It does not care where your system is running. Any questions? Now understood what is hybrid landscape? Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Now, next. SAP seamless application data and process integrations. So now let us look at what SAP integration should actually helps business. Okay, so integrate applications. Okay, so when you create an employee in a success factors, that is HR systems, the employee's data automatically should appear in your SAP S4 HANA finance or payroll system without anyone manually entering it again. Okay, system mentioned. Okay, SAP S4 HANA. SAP, everyone knows it's a modern ERP system for finance and manufacturing supply chain. Success factors, everyone knows it is a cloud HR system. Ariba, SAP's procurement platform, buying goods from suppliers. Salesforce, we know, a non-SAP CRM system, custom relation management system. Workday, we know, a non-SAP HR and finance systems. If you want to exchange the data between the systems, SAP integration is one of the best platform which is available, where we can use that service and we can integrate the systems without any manual interventions. Okay, now next, very important. Yes, I have a different systems. I want to automate it. I want to send the data automatically. Then obviously security is going to play a very key role when exchanging the data, right? So exchange the data securely and reliable between systems. So data moves through encrypted channels like sealed envelope, not a postcard. While we are sending the data between different systems, it will be like a sealed envelope, not like a postcard, where everyone can see using postcard, but sealed envelope, no one can see. So you can track every message who sent to when what it contained. So there are a lot of tracking mechanisms are there in SAP integration suite which they are providing. So you can track them. Okay, if something fails, the system retires automatically and alerts you. Their alert messages also will take care of. Now, orchestrate business process across multiple applications. So let us assume employee onboarding process will take it. HR creates employee in success factors. Integration should what it will do automatically creates the employee in the payroll systems, because we have done a connection between this HR success factors as well as your payroll system. Then creates the user account in the IT system. Then provision the laptop through the asset management system. Then sends the welcome email. So all of this happening in a sequence. How? By having a orchestration business processes. Is it clear now? Understood what is orchestration business process? Any questions? Is it clear, guys? Anyone have any questions? Please let me know if you have any questions.
No, Bobby.
Clear.
Continue.
Perfect. So now
Yep.
connect external partners. So B2B means business to business. Example, sending a purchase order electronically to a supplier and receiving an invoice back, all automated, no mails for taxes. So this is very important. Every organization has to do this type of things. Then a integration suite will help us to achieve this. Then there is no more manual data entry, no more email in the or in the spreadsheets, no more delays. Everything flows automatically and reliably. Is it clear? Using the integration suite. Next. Okay, pre-built integration content. Okay, one of the best thing about SAP integration suite is that you don't have to build everything from the scratch. Okay, so there is a SAP API business hub is there, which SAP is providing for us. So it is a website where SAP publish thousands of ready-made integration packages. Think of it as an app store for integrations. You browse, find what you need, download it, and customize it slightly and deploy it. Simple. So SAP has a called API hub. Okay, in when you go into the API hub, you have lot of integration packages. You can use those packages. Okay, so where they have ready-made integration packages are there. Okay, so you can use this whenever you go. There is integration packages are there. See, integrations packages are there. Okay, you need not to could develop it. If it meets your requirement, then you can download this package. You can import into the SAP BTP service and you can start using it based on your requirement. Is it clear? Any questions?
No, Bobby.
Okay, so what it contains inside the each integration package? iFlows. Okay, what it contains? It contains iFlows. Okay, pre-built integration flows with all the logic like a recipe with the step-by-step instructions. It contains. Then next, what it contains? APIs, predefined interfaces to communicate with systems like a phone number to reach a system. Mappings, mappings. Okay, pre-built data transformations like a translation dictionary, mapping fields from system A to system B. Adapters, connectors for specific protocols like HTTP, SOAP, like that protocols are there where we can convert one plug type to another plug. Security configurations, pre-configured authentication settings like preset password certificates, everything will be there. So why is this valuable? Because without pre-built content, you need to spend week understanding the APIs of both systems, writing transformation logic, handling errors for every single integrations. So with the pre-built content, you download the SAP tested certified packages and major minor the adjustments if you will do and deploy it in just in a weeks, in a days instead of weeks. Is it correct? You have a pre-built like which I showed, you'll just download it, you will import it and do some little bit adjustments and you will deploy it, you can work. Within days, you can complete the development. Yes or no? Is it clear? Any questions? Questions. So now enterprise grade capabilities. So you might wonder is that how robust enough for a company like ours? Absolutely, here's why. Okay, SAP integration suite helps that. Okay, high scalability and reliability. Okay, scalability means as our business grows and you send more messages from one platform, one system to the another system, the platform grows with you automatically. You don't need to buy more servers. Not required to buy anything servers. You can just communicate from one system using service in BTP. Okay. Reliability. The platform is designed for 99.9 plus uptime. It runs on SAP global data centers with redundancy. If one server fails, another takes over. So there is no downtime only. Okay, end-to-end monitoring and error handling. Every message that flows through integration suite is logged and tracked. You get a monitoring dashboard where you can see how many messages processed with success and failed. Detailed error messages we can see. Alerting. You can set up a email, SMS alerts when something goes wrong also you can do. Okay. Security and complaints. So we have lot of, obviously security is going to play key role because we are communicating the data between different systems. Some are in on premises, some are in the cloud, some are SAP, some are non-SAP systems. You have to communicate. So we have different authentication mechanisms like OAuth, a modern authenticated standard. It provides identity without sharing passwords. Certificates, you can do digital certificates for encrypted trusted communications. If you want to do, you will upload the certificates. Encryptions, data is encrypted both in transit while moving and then at rest while stored. Role-based access, different users get different permissions. Developer can build flows, only admin can deploy to productions. Like that you can do it. Any questions? And version and transport management. Yes, versioning. Every change is saved as a version. You can always roll back if something goes wrong while developing the flows. You have versions. Transport management is where you can build it, test it in dev, and promote to test environment and then to production. Just like software deployment best practices can be done. Any questions? Anyone have any
Hi,
question?
Bobby.
Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, what is the CPI here and how CPI, BTP, and iFlows are related to each other?
Okay. So what first is what is BTP? That is your question, right?
CPI and
Yeah, yeah.
BTP.
Welcome. See, if you the starting slide it says BTP, you think as a shopping mall. Okay. In that SAP
Okay.
integration suite is one of the main shop. Okay. And they using that integration suite, you can send the data across different systems. You can, let us assume an employee joins an organization. It creates in one system. Immediately it has to flow to generate a payroll in S4HANA system because finance is that. How it will happen? Using this integration. How? Through iFlows. We develop the iFlows in SAP integration suite and we'll be linking your sender and the receiver system. That is your sender is some HR system and your receiver is S4HANA finance system. Is it clear everything? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay, just mute yourself if you don't have any questions. Anyone? Clear? Okay, let's move to the next slide. Flexible deploy options. Where does all of these actually run? Okay, so we have two options. One is BTP, and the other one is with a private landscape. So you were in BTP in the cloud. That is what which we will working in the training. Our integration content runs on is all the integrations which we develop. Everything runs on the SAP cloud servers. SAP manages everything: servers, operating systems, security patches, scaling, everything. We not worry about hardware or infrastructure. We not worry about it. Okay, updates happens automatically. You always have the latest features in whenever we are using BTP. So best for new projects, cloud first strategies, minimal operational overhead. Yes. Now, on-premises system, who has to take care? We need to take care. It's OS, maintenance, support, infrastructure, everything we need to take. But when we have an SAP integration suite, which is available in BTP, there's nothing we need to buy. Everything will take care by the SAP itself. There's nothing we need to take care. Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Is it clear? You guys are understanding, right? Okay. So now next one is the within your private landscape, like for example on-premises system. Okay. So SAP Cloud Connector solves this. What is SAP Cloud Connector is it acts as a software agent where we have to install on a server side of your corporate network, and it creates a secure outbound only tunnel to SAP BTP. Outbound only means, okay, outbound only means your on-premises system connects to SAP cloud, no inbound firewall ports needed. So through this tunnel, as cloud integrations can reach your on-premises system like SAP S4HANA, etc. See, suppose you want to send the data from non-SAP product to your SAP product, SAP system. So now SAP integration suite has to, which is there in the cloud, but your on-premises system, which is sitting in your on-premises system, means which is inside your server. So now to connect inside the server SAP system to your internet facing, we will be using one concept called cloud connector, which is acts as a secure tunnel to transfer the data between systems. Is it clear? Any questions? Any questions, guys? No. So finally, okay, many organizations, okay, will be using both options. One is hybrid approach. Some integrations run purely in the cloud and other bridge cloud and on premises through the cloud connectors. Any more questions? Understood?
Bobby, one question.
Yeah.
So is it like similar to MuleSoft?
What is MuleSoft?
Like same integration tool, it integrates different systems and all.
Maybe. So SAP product is SAP integration suite. There can
Okay.
be a lot of other things, in the cloud. The other cloud has their
Mm-hmm.
own product. So our product is SAP integration suite, service in BTP.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any more questions? Anyone have any questions, guys? Is it you guys are understanding or confusing? See, uh, let us assume that like key use cases I will tell you. Let me give a concrete real world scenarios where integration suite is used. That is S4 HANA to third party applications integrations. When a scenario, let us assume that when a sales order is created in SAP S4 HANA system, automatically sends the order details to the third party logistics provider like DHL to arrange shipping. Yes or no? Yes or no? Correct, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
without integrations, someone copies the order details, emails them to the logistics team who manually enters them into DHL system. This is all without any integrations. But with integrations, fully automated, real time, zero manual effort. Is it clear? Yes or no? That is how we resolve our issues. Correct? So next is hybrid cloud and on-premises integrations. Your HR system runs in the cloud scenario. Your payroll systems runs on the on-premises system. When a new employee is hired, the data must flow from cloud to on-premises. So cloud connectors bridges the gap securely. That's what we are discussing, cloud connector. So this is called the hybrid, means one HR system is in the cloud, your finance system, that is S4HANA SAP system or EC system, it is in the on-premises system. So how you will communicate the data using the hybrid model. Is it clear? Any questions? Next, B2B and EDA integrations, right? Electronic data interchange, a standard of exchanging business documents electronically. Scenario, automatically sends purchase orders to suppliers and receive invoices back in a standardized EDA formats like EDA FACT or X12. So let us assume that like you're sending the purchase orders to the suppliers and you're receiving invoices. So this has to be done automatically. So using integration suite, it's best process, best practice to achieve this one. Clear? Any questions here? Anyone have any questions? Okay. So now APA-led integration strategy. So expose your SAP backend data as a secure, governed API for mobile app or a partner portal. API managers create a secure, controlled and access later. You always try to want to expose it to the outside world. Always try to use APIs development, which will be the secure. Event driven and real-time integrations, right? The moment a customer, let us take one scenario. The moment the customer places an order on your website, an event is filed, the warehouse system, billing system, and CRM all will react immediately in real time, not in a batch job that runs on overnight. So by that is the reason we use event driven real-time integrations. Any questions? Is it clear? Understood? Anyone have any questions?
No, we understood.
Understood, right? Next. Okay. So finally, let me quickly recap what we have learned so far. Okay. 5 key points I'm going to discuss. One is connects, this integration suite connects SAP and non-SAP systems. It's not just for SAP to SAP. Okay. Pre-built content. Yes, we have a pre-built packages which are available. Export that package into your, export it, import it into the integration, you do some little bit changes and deploy, you can use it. Within days, we can complete. Hybrid support. Yes, absolutely. Cloud on-premises, both required. So we have service integration suite is BTP, and we have on-premises system. Correct, like this can happen. So it's to communicate between systems. It is hybrid. Enable secure and scalable, reliable integrations. Enterprise ready from day one onwards. So faster outcomes, week instead of months for the integration projects. Within a week, we can develop it. Is it clear? Any questions? No questions. Now, SAP integration, let us zoom in 3 types of environments that are available in integration suite and all supports. First one is the cloud environment, SAP and non-SAP SaaS applications. Like SAP SaaS means success factors, Ariba, Concur. These are all called SAP Commerce Cloud. These are all called comes under SAP SaaS. Non-SAP sources Salesforce, Workday, ServiceNow, and Microsoft 365. These are all the non-SAP SaaS. These are all software as a service apps running in someone's cloud environment. Is it clear? Any questions? Next is the on-premises environment. Okay, SAP S4HANA, ECC, the older version, SAP BW, and even legacy ABAP systems. These are coming under non-SAP on-premises system where Oracle database, custom Java, .NET applications, file servers can work. So this runs on servers in their own data centers. Any questions this part? Hybrid landscape, we have already discussed combination of the cloud and on-premises system. So what is integration suite is, before integration suite, you might use different tools for cloud integrations, on-premises integrations, API management, BTP, resulting in a fragment. Third, hard to maintain landscape. But once integration suite comes, one platform for everything, one monitoring dashboard, one security model, and one team to manage it all. Is it clear? Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Next. Yeah, please tell me. If you have any questions, please. No questions. So now cloud integrations, core capability. Okay. Until now, no. issue, right? You guys are understanding, right? Okay. So now cloud integration is a heart of integration suite. This is where the actual data process happens. Cloud integrations. Okay. So now what is an integration flow? Means iFlow. An iFlow is a visual graphical representation of your integration logic. Okay. And iFlow is a visual graphical representation of your integration logic. You design it in a web-based editor. Yes, we will be designing in the web-based editor only. No desktop software is needed. It looks like a flow chart, boxes connected by arrows. That is how it looks in the integration flow. Each box represents a step: receive message, transform, route, and send. Okay. Each box represents a step: receive message, transform, routes, and send. Any questions? There are three integration patterns are there. One is cloud to cloud, success factor to Salesforce, cloud to on-premises, Concur cloud to SAP ECC, on-premises to on-premises ECC to legacy systems. These are the three main integration patterns are there. What is inside an iFlow? What is contains inside the iFlow? So sender channel, how the messages arrives, for example, HTTP, SOAP, SFTP, ODATA, etc. Then processing steps, what happens to the messages when you transfer, filter, enrich, route. Receiver channel, how the message is delivered to the target system. Okay, and then error handling, what happens if something goes wrong, alert log. This all the things can be handled. So why eliminates point-to-point matters is without central platform, 10 systems is equal to 45 connectors. So nightmare to manage. So with integration suite, all the SAP systems could connect to the multiple systems. Is it clear? Any questions? Anyone have any questions, guys? You guys are understanding or confusing?
No, understanding.
Understanding, right? Okay. What's inside an iFlow? Okay, senders channel, how the messages arrives, processing steps, what happens to the message, receiver channels, how the message is delivered to the target system, error handling, what happens if something goes wrong. Everything you can track, alerts are there, everything logs are there. Why eliminates point to point matters is without a without a central platform, 10 systems is equal to 45 connections. It's a nightmare to manage. So with integration suite as hub, 10 systems is equal to 10 connections. That is much simpler. Is it clear? Any questions? The open connectors. Yes. What about non-SAP applications that where open connectors come in? Means we are talking about non-SAP. In SAP applications, yes, we have API hub, but how about non-SAP applications? So the problem open connector solve is every cloud application has its own API, its own way of communicating. Each API has different authentications, different data formats, different endpoints. So building a custom integer for each one takes significantly effort. Clear? Any questions? So now how a open connector works for us. Okay, SAP provides pre-built connectors for 170 plus non-SAP applications. So these connectors normalize the APIs. And instead of learning each vendor API, you learn one consistent interface. The connector handles all the interface specific complexities behind the scenes. So no, you not to worry about pre-built means SAP is providing one thing, export it, save it, and just import it and build it. Done. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? So types of integrations are there. Typical integration, sorry, SAP to Salesforce, sync customer and opportunity data, SAP to ServiceNow, create instance tickets from SAP events, SAP to Workday, since sync employee data between HR systems, SAP to Slack teams, send notifications when business owners occur. Okay. So now, is it clear? You guys are understanding or confusing, guys?
No, Bobby, understanding.
Understanding that. Now,
Yes, yes.
deployment in the cloud. Okay, now let us understand how integration content is actually deployed and runs. Okay, step one, design. Okay, and integration developer opens SAP integration suite in a web browser. They uses the web-based integration flow, that is iFlow, designed to build the integrations. This is a visual drag and drop tool. You place steps on a canvas and connect them. No software, no local software installation needed. It's all browser based. That is a design. Then deploy. Once you design, you have to deploy. No? Okay. When the developer is happy with the design, then click deploy. This package that iFlows sends to the SAP cloud environment. Okay, and runtime from processing. Your SAP cloud runtime is a set of managed services called workers node. For iFlows runs on these events, SAP manage the infrastructure. This technical service is the technical landscape determines which data center region your runtime is it. This is the runtime processing which happens. Okay, then operation. Okay, so once deployed in the SAP, okay, integration suite, the iFlows will be live and you can actively listening for messages. I'll show you how to deploy everything.
So, Bobby,
Okay.
what is the
Yeah.
difference between workflow and iFlow?
No. There is no difference. It is uh, see, workflow is our ABAP one where you will have a work item to approve or reject.
Yeah.
iFlow is without any coding, you are designing it, the flow. Both are completely different. Okay. Any questions? So runtime processing, your SAP Cloud Runtime is a set of managed servers called worker nodes. Your iFlow runs on the servers and SAP manage the infrastructure. The technical landscape determines which data center region your runtime is. That you that we have to take it. Okay. Operational. Once the deployed, the iFlow is live and actively listening for messages. So when a sender sends the message, then iFlow process it and delivers it to the receiver. All messages flow through SAP Cloud only. Clear? Then this is how the deployment works. Any questions? So now you see, this is the sender and this is a receiver and this is your integration APIs and you are deploying it and is receiver is receiving it. Any questions? No questions. Connectivity options. One of the most common question is, can integrated suite connect to my system? Okay, so now we have a lot of around 800 standard adapters, and you see we have like various standard of HTTPS, SOAP, FTP, RFC, OData, AMQP, JDBC, mail server, everything which is integration it is providing where you can use this service and we can develop it. Additionally, specific adapters also it's providing. Any questions? Okay, so integration capabilities. What to exactly is now that we know how to connect, let us understand what happens to message inside the integration flow. There are 5 core capabilities are there. Okay, one is transform, converts data from one format to another format, like XML to JSON, SAP field glass to Salesforce. Means because Salesforce is expecting in JSON, but SAP field is having XML. So we bring the data in integration should will convert the XML to the JSON and then we'll send to the Salesforce. So like that. Route. Okay, send the messages to different receivers based on the conditions. Also, you can put it. Enrich. Add more data to message by calling external sources. Store, okay, save data temporarily for later use. Deliver, okay, send the final message to the receiver systems. Any questions? So is it clear, guys? Now coming to the iFlow, okay, steps. Each capability is implemented as a step box in the flow, iFlow. So you can just drag and drop the steps into the canvas. You can connect them with arrows to define the sequence. Okay, this is what which we can do using the iFlows. Okay, so message processing. So any questions until now, guys? Anyone have any questions? Let me know if I'm going fast. Okay, what to let's trace the journey of a single message to the system step by step. Okay, so what is the message in the cloud integration? A message is nothing but a data packet that contains the body. Okay, contains the body. Okay, the actual data, example employee details, order information in XML based format, JSON format, CSV, etc. In header, you will be seeing metadata about the message. Example, content type, sender ID, and timestamp. In the properties, you will see internal variables used during the processing. Any questions? Any questions, guys? The integration pipeline, how messages flow. Step 1, sender system sends the data. Step 2, sender's adapter receives the raw message, for example, like HTTPS, post, etc. Then step 3, content modifier adds, modifies headers or properties. Okay. Step 4, mapping transfers from one sender to another sender. Step 5 is nothing but decides where to send back on business rules. Step 9 delivers the process manage. Step 10 receives the message data. So this is how these many steps are there. We will achieve this. Any questions, guys? So concrete example I'm going to give. SAP S4HANA sends a purchase order. The sender adapter receives it. Then the content modifier adds a timestamp and sets a property to the target system. So mapping converts SAP field names EBL and LFNR to third-party field names like PO number and vendor ID in the CPA integration suite. So then it converts it. Then router checks the vendor country. If Germany sends via HTTP, if US sends via SFTP. So what to tell is that every single message goes through these pipelines and every step is logged and monitored. If anything fails at any step, you can exactly find out where and why. Is it clear? Any questions? Next. Okay. So message transformation capabilities. So one of the most important thing in integration is a transformation, means converting data from one format to another format. Let us assume that SAP might store the data in 4 Ys, EMM and DD. Salesforce might expect the data is 4 Is hyphen MM hyphen DD. So now these two different systems are has to communicate because somewhere I have to send my data to the third party system. So the format is that different formats are there. So this legacy system might uses different format. This type of issues can be resolved using SAP integration suite. So for example, field names differ. SAP Kunnar, Salesforce account ID, okay, Workday customer underscore ID. Data structure from SAP. SAP might send a flat record. The recovering might expect needed JSON with errors. So like that you can do it. Is it clear? Any questions, guys? You guys are understanding confusing? Any questions? So message transformation capabilities. One of the most important thing is the integrations. That is what which we discuss now. Okay, the date one system is having one format, date format. Another system is another having another date format. So you can using this one we can easily achieve it. So now mapping data transfer capabilities. Okay, so now you understood how the data is moving from one system and what is I flows, what is adaptation type, what can be done. Everything is clear. Any questions? Anyone have any questions, guys? Is it clear? You guys are understanding or confusing? So now let us we develop one content modifier in the demo. Okay, what it exactly content modifier will do, right? There is no code is required. Configuration based step in the iFlow. You don't write any code. You fill in fields in a configuration panel. So it lets you create, modify, or delete data in 3 areas of the messages. Okay, the 3 areas it works is message body, the actual data payload. Example, replace the entire body with a new Excel JSON structure. Message headers, metadata sent with messages. Example, set content type application JSON. Employee properties, internal variables sent to receiver. Example, store a counter, a flag, or a calculated value for user in value tabs. Steps, sorry, header. Any questions? So real-time example. For example, one, the sender sends a raw XML, but the mapping expects a specific root element. So content modifier wraps the data in the correct structure and before mapping it. That is what wrapping content modifier will do. So controlling routing logic, you need to route based on the field values. So content modifier extracts that value into the header or the property. The router step checks it to the decide the route. Next, dynamic configuration adapters, avoid unnecessary routing. This all can be done using the SAP integration suite. Now, so key takeaways to reinforce. SAP, everyone now understood SAP integration suite is one stop shop for all the integration needs. Yes or no? Yes or no? Correct?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So it supports cloud, on-premises and hybrid landscapes. That is what which we discussed. Correct? It has pre-built content accelerates deliver dramatically. I showed we went to API Hub. You have pre-content. You can download it and import it, and you little bit changes you are done, and you can deploy it. Done. Okay. Cloud integrations with iFlows in the core, visual, powerful, and monitor. Yes, we're going to develop an iFlow. I'll show you. It is just not a flow charts only. So no code tools like content modifier means you don't always need to be a programmer. You can just use it, just configurations done, not required to develop anything, not required to write any code most of the time.
No
Enterprise
need to
grades,
write,
yeah, please
no
tell.
need to write RAP logic, something like that.
What is it?
RAP.
No, no, why RAP is coming to picture?
So I'm asking about iFlow and I'm
See,
comparing with
you,
iFlow and RAP.
I'll tell
I'm
you one thing.
comparing with both. With
Yeah, there is
RAP
no,
and
both are
iFlow.
completely different. You cannot
Different, huh?
even compare also. Okay,
Okay,
RAP is a where you will develop the applications, right? You will write the business logic.
okay,
Integration is acts as a middleware to send the data from one system to another system. That's what ACP integration should do. It is not going to develop your from the source system.
okay. Yes, I thought so. That's
Is it clear? Yeah. Any more
yes, yes,
questions? Okay. So now iFlows, enterprise grade security monitoring, governance, everything you can do using the SAP integration suite. Okay. So now let's go to the demo. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I am in this integration suite. Maybe in the training I will go from the step by step. Okay, but I go to here. I go to the integration APIs. Okay, it is refreshing. So this is the package which we already created. I'm just getting inside the package. Okay, so here we click on edit button. This is the service of our SAP integration suite service. Go to the artifacts. Okay, and then here okay, here we will create a one integration. Okay, so now what I am going to do, right? Okay, so I'm going to develop one end-to-end step. Okay, any questions until now of it? Okay, so here click on add. Here I'm planning to do integration flow, means I flow, which we are going to develop. Click on this. Okay, so you have to give a unique name to it. Is it clear? Something EMP data I'm giving. Okay, then don't go in detail, just understand the high. There will be a start and there will be end. Yes or no? Correct, right? Then click on add button. So now get inside this iFlow. Okay, so now here you see you have a sender and receiver. Absolutely, whenever you're trying to communicate from one system another system, you will be having source and you will be destination. That is what sender and receiver. Okay, so now from the sending, that is a source system. I just click on edit button. From this, I'm going to just drag it. So now my sender system is what is the adapter type which I am going to use. I'm going to use HTTP as adapter. Okay, then go to the HTTP, click on connection tabs. Here you give API hub, something like that. Is it clear? Or API hub / EMP I'm giving. Click select this one, then only you will be able to see connections. Okay, as of now, uncheck this CSF token because we don't want to generate it. Uncheck it. Okay. So now receives employee data via HTTPS post. Perfect. Then just click on save button. Okay. So now this is done. Now here I'm going to add one content modifier. Content modifier in the message transformers. You have content, select it. Okay, and just put it in between. Okay, then double click and here in name you change the name. Anything you can just okay. You can put the any name which you want. Is it clear? Okay, you can say set properties and headers. Then click on message header or click on the exchange property tab and here you add it. Don't worry, I will explain end to end. Okay, then you will understand. Then here I'll give a clear picture one system. So we are planning to send data from one to another systems. That is what which we are going to do. Processing type stamp. Okay, so now I'm putting as expression. Okay, then I have a one format which I want to bring that format. Okay, I will just give dollar Okay, opening the brace, date, hour, hyphen hyphen dd. Okay. So this is the format which I'm going to have it. Okay, I'll just copy this format because this is a demo. Okay, generally I'll just copy this format. Let me get that format. Okay, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'll just get the format. Okay. There is what I want to do, right? planning to send this data to another one. That is that is the reason I'm doing this one format. Okay. I'm sharing back. Just a second. Okay. So here I'm just copying this one format. I'm planning to get it. That is what I'm doing it. Okay. Then I'm going to add one more. Okay. Then create. I'll give integration flow name. Okay. This is a constant. Okay. Then here, so I will just give source value employee echo flow. Okay. Just give me this employee echo flow. Then I'm going to add one more third property. This I'm going to use a source system. Okay. Expression source value. I'm giving header dot URL. Perfect. Okay. So this is done. Okay. Now I'll go to the message header tab. Okay. Here I will add content type constant and source value. I will give uh, 1 second application JSON, and I'll add one more X. What we are going to do, right? We are planning to do a send the data from one system to another system. That is what which we are configuration. This is no code. Okay, we are just following this. You will get a clear picture once I do everything. Okay, then I'm going SAP integration source value. Then you save it. That's all, very simple. So we are no code, nothing. We're sending the data from one system to another system by doing something. So this content modifier is one of the most powerful and frequency used steps. So what we are doing several things without writing a single code here. So we are creating exchange properties, internal variables processing timestamps. Okay, captures the current time using a built-in expression. Integration flow name is a constant label. Okay, we are setting message headers. Okay, metadata that travels with the message. So we are setting the content type to a JSON and adding the custom header. All of this point and click configuration, no programming code is required. That is what which we have done. Is it clear? Any questions?
Yeah, Bobby, like so functional people can also learn this topic, right?
Yes, absolutely. There is no doubt in that. There is no code here.
Okay, okay. So like what is the source for sender?
Sender, I will show you. Wait, just wait. You will get a clear
Okay,
picture. Let me complete
okay,
end to
fine.
end. I'll explain. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So now I will going to add one more content modifier. Go to the general tab. Here, give transform response body. Transform response body. Click the message body. Okay. And here you have to give type expression. Okay. And here I'm going to paste the JSON body, paste this in the body. Okay. In the JSON format. That is what which I'm going to do. Is it clear? So transforming your body. That is what which I'm doing. Clear? Any questions? Expression. Okay. Then save it. Okay. So now look at what we just did it. Okay. We complete restructured the message body. Okay. The original employee data from the sender embedded inside the new JSON envelope. So we added processing metadata using the properties we created in the previous step. The expression is $property dot processing timestamp. See, $property dot processing timestamp is replaced with a at runtime with the actual timestamp. And dollar of in dot body inserts the original incoming messages. In body, insert the incoming messages. This is a common pattern, enriches the message with the metadata while preserving the original data. See here, okay, here what I did, I added some here exchange property, I added timestamp, processing timestamp. Currently, when I execute this iFlow, what is the timestamp processing I'm added? So that all here I added the along my processing timestamp which I added in the step this one. Here I added along with that data, along with that my data which I'm going to send in my iFlow. Combined everything. Okay. Any questions until now, guys? Now, perfect, done. Just save it. That's all. Okay. Now you can just drag this. Someone has to receive now. Receive. Okay. Sorry. Receive. And who is the receiver person is HTTP. Okay. Now here address. Go to the connection tab. Who has to receive? Who has to receive? So for that, I have created one third party. Means I created one connection. Means I went to the website. Okay, one second. Okay, this is the website request bin. It's for third party system. Okay. Now I created one request, create request bin. It will give. Then I clicked on it. Once I clicked on it, it has created for me this one. This is the URL it has created for me. Okay, then I copied this URL and I'm pasting this URL now. Okay, so it is telling that it is just giving me the data. Okay, right. So now what we are going to do, right? I'm going to create a new request bin. I'm creating new one. one. This is a new one. I'm copying this one. This is what which then I'm pasting it. That is existing one which I've already created. Okay, so this is the one which way I'm getting the data. Correct. Now what we will do, we will see. Perfect. Then I'm going to copy this URL which we have just created and just paste it here. Means it has, this has to receive the data what we send it. So proxy type is internet, method is post, and authentication as of now I'm not using any authentications, none. Okay, little bit scroll down in the request headers, keep star our headers, then save it. So now I'm going to send some data, and when I refresh it, it has to come, the data has to come here. This is third party URL, I'm sending it. Any questions until now, guys? So we just connected our iFlow. This is the call, entire thing is iFlow, okay, to our receiver system. In our case, request bin, okay, request bin is nothing but this one. Okay, in a real project, you will enter the URL of your Salesforce or a ServiceNow or S4HANA system. Whatever the system you are integrating with, you will configure that authentication typically here. See, this is my third party system. Okay, then here you will put that your third party system URL, and here you will give the method, and you will give different authentications to authenticate your third party system. Okay, so now we'll done simple example. Now what will do, this sender will send an HTTP post with the employee data to your endpoint. The first content modifier, this one, okay, creates processing variables, timestamp, flow names, source info. The second content modifier builds a new JSON response envelope around the original data, and then we will be able to send the data to my third party system, that is this one. Okay, save it, deploy it, and yes. Then click OK. It will get deployed. See, it has deployed. You see. Now we have to get the endpoint URL of your source system. So how we'll get it? Go to monitor, click on integrations. Okay, see, you have message integration content. Click on this one, and you see employee. I think this is the one which we have developed, right? Employee data, and it has an endpoint URL. Copy this endpoint URL. Okay, and go to here your postman. Okay, and here you just paste that one. Okay, in the authorization, okay, I will just give me 1 second. In the authorizations, 1 second, just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm sharing back. Okay, so in the authorizations, see, this is the URL, right? In the authorizations, you will enter your BTP username and password. Instead of this, you can implement the OAuth client certificates, client authorizations also you can do. This is your source system. Okay, in the source system, okay, you are sending the data from your source system to your third party system. Inside your source system, you will call this URL, and you will put your authentication mechanisms. As of now, I'm using username and password. Okay, okay, then you go to the headers tab. This I'm testing in the postman. Generally in your source system you will write the code. So key content type application JSON. Then in the body,
Bobby,
yeah, please tell me.
are you sharing Postman screen?
Yes. Oh, it is not coming. Okay, I'm sorry. 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 Understood. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll just explain again. Okay. Okay. So now let us get into this. Understood? This endpoint URL, how it has come. So this, okay, go back to the design integration API. I have deployed, right? This is the one which we have developed now. EMP data is the one which we have developed, demo, correct? Which one we have developed? EMP data, correct? So now I'll just open, duplicate this one, correct? So now my sender means, so source is the sender. The source is this HTTPS is there, no? This HTTPS, correct? Go to the connection tab. This is the end point. Last, we have to give address. So this, when I deploy it, it has generated a endpoint URL for me. Okay, go to the message, manage integration suite, EMP data. This is the one. So now you will copy this URL in your source system. Okay, where you want to send the data to this third party system. Okay, so you will copy this URL and in your source system you will send the data. So instead of the source system, I'm using Postman. Okay, and I copied this entire URL and I pasted this one. Okay, then here authorizations, I am using my BTP username and password. Where is my BTP? Yeah, so this is my, sorry. So this is BTP username. This is the username of my password. But generally what we will do in real-time projects, we will use different client ID, secret ID, which will be generated that I will show in the training. Okay, then header. What type of data I'm planning to send? It is a JSON format. Okay, then body. This is the body which I'm sending. Okay, let us come back. This. So now this is the data which I'm going to send it. What is that? Employee ID. Okay, personal info, first, last name. These are all I'm sending the data from my source system. Now source system is Postman. Okay, this data, everything I'm sending it. Correct. In the Postman, I'm putting that only. You see. I'll keep Jax. Let us assume. Last name I'm giving something. Okay, some data I'm sending it. Okay, once. Okay, then when I click on send, it means come back to the flow. It is hitting this one, and I have done set parameters. Means I have added some more fields. You see these two fields. Then converting all the things, and I have converted everything. Now here, I along with my this data which I'm sending, okay, along with that, I have added some more data in this fields. Okay, then here in the message body, I have whatever the fields which I've added in this are here, you see, timestamps or zips. Along with that, I have in body means what is in body coming to the iFlow, what is coming this data. I have merged this everything and this receiver will receive it. Is it clear? Understood the complete flow? Any questions? You guys understood, right? So now I can go to Postman. I can click send and it will receive the data. Okay. So now where we can see all this one, okay, you can go, come here. You see, you have monitor section. In the monitor section, you have manage integration flow. So it is giving manage integration content. So this is the one which we have. Now you want to, now I'll start sending the data. Okay, let me enter the password. Okay, then I will send it. 1 second. I'm sharing back. I just entered. I cannot hide the password. That is the reason I have. Okay. Then I'm clicking on send button. Once I click on this send button, okay. See, you see here, whatever the data which we have given, right? So now you can go back. It is coming. You see, timestamp has come now. You see, it got added timestamp. Yes or no? Okay. So now you go back to this one. You see, one monitor message processing happened. You can see past hour one happened. Click on this one and see it is processed completely. Any questions? So this means we have sent the data to the third party system. And here we are going to receive the data. You see now timestamp has come into the picture, you see, along with the data. Any questions, guys? This is how the end-to-end flow. This is how integrations work. Means your source system is instead of Postman, you will be your source system where you will call this API and will send the data in your source system. And receiver system is this one, this URL, which you have just created the one bin. Any questions? Is it clear? So this is how the end-to-end flow integrations where we can connect to one system to the another system. And now I'll come to the what are the topics which I'll be covering in my training. Correct. One second, I'm just opening it. Okay, so overview of integrations, capabilities, tenant architecture, what is cloud forward environment, operation dashboards, UI layouts, iFlows, what is sender, receivers, integration process, exception handlings, request flow, content modifier, using OData, message mappings, everything. Session handling in CPA, connectivity, multi-class, debugging, implement SOAP services, message processing, okay, design principles, then understanding the service management, okay, OAuth implementations, managing security, CSF token, how to implement, fetch pass through configurations, programmed as a message container, custom adders, sequence numbers, global counter configuration bufferings, everything, message transformation, routing elements, API management, creating API provider system, proxy, add to the products, okay, then content based routers, splitters, gathers, aggregations, parallel, sequential, multi-class network nesting, okay, event scheduling, time start events, configurations, HTTP, HTTPS adapters, data conversions, XML to how to convert XML to JSON, JSON to XML, different formats, OData connectors, data storages, memory variables, okay, a lot of all the things, how to monitor, okay, as for how to send the data from CPA to SAP systems through cloud connectors, through OData services, cloud, okay, all the things, how to implement SOAP, send the data to the SAP WSDL, how to build an integration project and consume it from SAP build apps, custom app, connectivity to non-SAP systems using SAP integration suite, SAP cloud connectors, lot of how to transport whatever we have developed iFlow, how we can transport from one sub account to another sub account, how we'll create a transport integrations, everything we'll be covering in this training. So this is a complete training which I'll be covering. Okay, so the integration training will start from July 13th onwards. Clear? Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions?
Probably I'm looking for RAP Fury and Fuel train. RAP and Fuel
RAP will
train, not
start on August month.
August.
I'll tell you when it. Yes, August.
Okay, because this is right now your there is a SAP integration right now. This one is totally different.
Yeah, that will start. Then afterwards, RAP training will start. Currently, RAP is
Oh,
only training going on. So it will be completed
okay.
by coming Monday. Then Tuesday immediately I'll start SAP integration training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any more questions,
No,
guys? So sorry.
This conference will now be recorded.
I'll start new training from July 14th onwards, not 13th. Okay. July 14th onwards, I'll start.